Good evening, hello and welcome to this edition of India Now. I'm Nayantara Rai. A few moments back, the Cabinet concluded its meet and has provided a booster shot to the telecom sector by easing spectrum caps. It's also decided to allow for some deferred payments for spectrum payments, which is, of course, to allow deleveraging of balance sheet, to give that a booster shot. Let me go across to my colleague Tushar Chakrabarti, who's got the press release with him and was tracking the cabinet meet very closely. Hi Tushar, too little too late. The spectrum cap decision to ease that comes as a pleasant surprise, however, for the sector.
Yeah, Nantara, as far as spectrum caps are concerned, the Telecom Commission did give it an in-principle nod in its last meeting after TRAI said that individual spectrum caps in individual bands need to be removed and the intra-band holding of spectrum caps need to be increased from 25 to 35%. So that was always on the cards. As far as the deferment of making spectrum payments is concerned, that was also widely anticipated and approved by the Telecom Commission of making it from 10 years to 16 years. However, as far as the telecom companies are concerned, while in the short term it will provide some sort of buoyancy in their liquidity requirements, however, they were hoping for some other band changes such as the reduction in the levy, such as the spectrum usage charge and the license fee. These were the recommendations that the telecom companies were making to the IMG, which was set up back in May. So, of course, it will provide some sort of relief as far as the way of consolidation is concerned. The spectrum caps easing will help companies such as Vodafone and Idea to merge without surrendering the additional spectrum in the merged entity rather. But it remains to be seen whether the larger structural issues of the high levies that the government charges out of telcos is addressed going forward, at least in the new telecom policy.
Okay, Tushar, thanks a lot for joining us with that. Tushar will also be getting you an interview shortly on the show. But let me go across to two guests that are joining me on the phone line. So we're joined by R. Chandrasekhar from NASSCOM, but he's also a former telecom secretary. We've also got the former Bharti CEO, Sanjay Kapoor, joining us. Good evening, gentlemen. Chandrasekhar, I'll come to you first. This is Nayantara. If I could first come to you about the cabinet revising the limit on cap for spectrum holding, I think that is something the street was not expecting. The expectation were more about the IMG recommendations on deferred spectrum payments, etc. We are down now, for practical purposes, to 4 telecom companies. We're going to see the Vodafone Idea deal close quite soon as well. Is this the government's way of allowing more consolidation?
Well, yeah, I think that, the caps on a band-wise basis perhaps make less sense in a situation where the number of competitors are down to 3 plus 1, with 1 state and 3 private entities. So definitely it does, in a sense, clear the decks or help in consolidation. That's certainly desirable. As far as the deferred payment for the spectrum is concerned, that is, a little bit of help, but I don't know how much it's going to really alleviate the financial stress that the companies are facing, because this is a little bit of an improvement on the cash flow, but given that even that deferred payment carries interest, it has a limited impact on the financial stress.
Sanjay Kapoor, what did you make of it, especially on the spectrum caps being eased? Like I was asking Mr. Chandrasekhar, you're practically down to 4 operators now. Aircel has filed for bankruptcy. Reliance Communications is selling its wireless business to RelGeo. Very soon you'll actually be down to 3 with the Vodafone Idea deal also going through. So is this too little too late, or is this still a welcome step?
Look, it is a very commonsensical step to take for a simple reason that it is destined that in the telecom sector we are going to be an oligopoly now. And in any oligopoly, it cannot be 4 players all having same amount of capacity and same amount of market share and same amount of revenue share. It will not happen. There'll be 1 or 2 players who will be bigger than probably 1 or 2 others. And to accommodate that, you have to lift the caps up and not leave it to 25, 25, 25, 25. So that there will be one or two large players. And just to support that oligopoly move that has happened, you have to bring about this structural change. And I'm glad that they have done it and they've given it. And like Mr. Chandrasekhar said, it doesn't make any sense to have intra-band caps and just open it up so that more spectrum can be used across technologies to leverage video, which is required for data going forward more aptly and give a better consumer experience. So I think it's absolutely right thing to do. Will it change the fortune of the industry right away, or will it bail the existing players who are really suffering to really come out of their agony? It's not going to happen. Also, when it comes to the license fee paid over a longer period in time, it's a cash flow impact and therefore impacts the balance sheet, but not the P&L. And today, the biggest worry for all telecom operators is their P&L, which really is looking very, very bad. And also, their net debt to EBITDA ratios have gone off the roof, therefore making many assets non-performing. And that will not really get a big boost or bailout. I think there are many other things in terms of levies that the industry owes to the government of India. And I think those are very, very high. And moreover, more than the spectrum band, it is the price of the spectrum that really kills the business case in our country for now. So I think those are bigger issues. These are steps, but they will not change the fortunes of the industry in the short run.